And so when e-commerce first entered the room, hello, ECX enters the chat 2 years ago, as a leader and as someone who just really trusted the Academy, I dug into it during its free trial period. And that's when just the most basic introductory conversation, you guys, equipped me with tools to increase my income. And I never thought that I would have a Shopify store up and running, that I would be drop shipping my own book as an author. I didn't even know these things were an option. In fact, today, my husband can tell you, I woke up today to what sound, babe? Cha-ching. I woke up today to Shopify with 3 cha-ching sounds, and I have to give credit to this platform that taught me how to use Shopify. And I got creative with some really offers that I already had in the marketplace, and I brought them over to Shopify, and I got creative with how to offer it. And I just loved it. It just made sense, and it was in line with what we were doing here at I Am Mastery Academy. And then, because what Chris Reiff has done with this program, with ECX, you guys, is continue to evolve it. You know how in the financial markets, there might be like a new strategy that comes out, or maybe a new crypto opportunity that comes out, and it just keeps us so excited. It keeps us fresh in the conversation. Well, ECX offers this same evolving culture because there's always something new in e-commerce. Go ahead and drop a fire in the chat if you can agree that there's always something new happening. One of the best parts about being in a money conversation is that as it evolves, you evolve with it. You're not stagnant. And the reason we're not stagnant here is because we didn't pay for a one-time course where we watched 6 things and then that was it, figure it out. We are literally in what is called a live education program, which means it's living. Every day there's information that makes us better and positions us as entrepreneurs. So I really appreciate ECX. And then when Chris Reiff and the team made it that our ECX program was the same cost as every other academy offered, and even participated in the same promos, it became a no-brainer for so many of you. So many of you were adding on the ECX package because in your mind, you're thinking, for this Mickey Mouse money, we're talking about 185 bucks. Why not learn how to make money? You guys know, like Shopify basic level, $27. If I just show you how to $27 store can make you 100 bucks a month, 500 bucks a month, $1,000 a month. Would you want to see that? If I could show you guys who already are creators, content creators, this is my lane right here, content creators, coaches, teachers, educators, so many business-minded people, solution creators. I've got women that are, they teach other women how to consolidate debt. I have women who are teaching other women how to day trade and how to understand the crypto markets. There's people in our group that have personal training businesses. I mean, there's all types of entrepreneurs and services and talents that you offer. And you're thinking, well, not me, I bet there's something you offer. What I really am so grateful about is that as I've been growing, the ECX has been positioning itself to really give us more chances to make money. And what really blew me away was when the conversation started to move towards digital content and offering value, because I've really sunk my teeth into low content offers, printables, downloadables about a year ago. And now it's in a place where we can all learn from one platform how to do this, how to do it profitably. Can I just tell you unapologetically, when we talk about something, it is for the goal to help you make some money. I'm okay with being your money friend. I'm okay with being the one that every time I talk to you, it's about helping you make some more money. I'm okay, guilty, okay? And so tonight, for all of you who have been in the last 4 years hanging out with us, talking about the financial markets, hanging out with us, talking about cryptocurrency, hanging out with us, talking about commodities and understanding that world, and soon we'll be moving into Stock Academy. If you've been hanging out with us and learning skill sets that are adding value to your life and even income to your life, you want to stick around and you want to be a part of this conversation. We're about to go into ECX Academy, is our e-commerce academy. And I promise you, you can very simply have an online store making you money so that every beginning of the month, you're waking up to cha-chings. Every middle of the month, you're waking up to cha-chings. I literally put my phone on do not disturb with the exception of my Shopify store. And I'm grateful. And last year, you guys, and I haven't even, listen, I'm gonna be transparent. I have not even dug into everything, all the tools that ECX offers. I put my toe in and said, boop, I'm gonna try this. And that has been profitable for me. Last year, I won't lead with numbers, but I will say it would be more than fair to say that I made a part-time income. For some people, it's full-time, but it's 100% fair to say I made a part-time income last year from Shopify, from Cha-chings. And now my goal is to launch my Etsy store, to up my digital content offers, to continue to learn. And we're not going to talk about this. We're going to introduce you to the gentleman who is responsible for the information we have access to. It doesn't get any better than that. I'm not going to tell you what I know. I'm going to go ahead and move out the way and give you access to my mentor. I really believe that when someone really wants you to learn something and loves you, that they get out the way and they give you access to their mentor. And so my e-commerce mentor, a mentor to thousands, this gentleman curated this program for us, you guys, okay? Like, for someone to take something they were already offering the world and make it academy friendly, make it a global product. He curated this program for us. And then didn't just make the program and ran. He stuck here to say, I'm going to run it. I'm going to be responsible for the educational program and the educators that teach this to you. And you will find no other ECX educator that I really believe that offers as much value as Chris. He will literally do audits. Like, I've watched his lives, you guys. This gentleman gives so much, and we are so blessed that he's a part of our academy. So to properly introduce him, the gentleman who really changed it up for IM Academy, because before him, it was about charts, okay? The person who really started to see that what our community really wanted was to evolve and to make smart money, and found a way to offer that to all of us, diversifying what we do and giving us access to another industry that makes billions. Chris Reiff, your ECX educator, ECX Academy creator. Are you on the line? Can you unmute yourself?
I am here. I am here. Can you hear me?
Let's see, guys, we'll get it together here. There we go. Chris, let me raise mine. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, awesome. What's going on? How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Listen, I know you're so busy, guys. Listen, he's on the go, traveling, working, helping us grow this amazing academy and just bringing more value, and really had just a gracious heart to pop in. So y'all make sure, I must embarrass him, flood his Instagram. Make sure it's the right Instagram, okay? Chris, drop that in the chat so we have the right Instagram, because there's a lot of frauds. Flood him with love. Let him know publicly what you're grateful for that he's now doing for us privately. Chris, I would love for you to, if you could just briefly touch on ECX Academy for those who are in the group who are so new to this. We have such a huge DCX following. And so introducing ECX has been, done in phases here, but I love that what we really have is a wealth community. So when it comes to money, they want to hear it. And so if you would just kind of start with the vision of ECX, why you really brought it here, to kind of letting a really amazing customer and a faithful customer base know why they should consider ECX. And then take this conversation into what we've been working on, what we've been talking about, what you're excited about, because your presentation in West Palm Beach was mind-blowing. I had so many people coming back, so excited to launch their digital content stores because of what you offered. You just blew more excitement into our organization. There's no way I could thank you. So I'm going to be quiet and hand this over to the professional, but let us know a little bit about why ECX, and then let's move in to talk about what we've been so excited about here and what ECX is evolving into.
Oh, let's do that. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you, Randy. Oh my God, thank you for everybody that's on this call right now. I just want to make sure, can you hear me? I'm not, I'm mobile right now, so hopefully the mic's okay. Is it cool? Excellent. Thanks, Frankie. All right, let's roll. So I'm Chris Reiff, founder of ECX Academy, and to back it up, like, what is the actual mission here is that I was already teaching people for free at one time just because I got excited about what I found out. Okay. I've gone through all types of craziness: foreclosures, repossessions, ruined my credit, last dollars, going through the couch, to feed my kids, all the craziness you can go through. Okay. But finally in 2015, that's when I found e-commerce. And I was like, I'm going to give this a shot. I see people selling t-shirts online. Boom, I jumped on, I took it and I ran with it. Kind of like when you guys get into something brand new, whether it's trading, FRX, DCX, all that stuff, you get in, you get excited, and you keep going with it. Some people pop off. I actually wanted to quit in my first 30 days though, because I was used to what I was doing before. Brick and mortar business, sending emails. It was a little bit tough in that first 30 days. In that first 30 days, I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have somebody to go to and be like, hey, how do I add this to my page? How do I change this? How do I do that? So I wanted to be that person. I didn't want to let people just kind of like just wing it and hopefully make it happen, because I started to get success. I just drilled in and made it happen. So in 2015, in 1 month's time, I would say my whole entire life changed, because it went from October 16th to into November, into December in the holiday season. And pretty much grandmas made me a believer. I was selling grandma t-shirts. Without the grandmas, maybe I would have quit. I don't know. I was selling stupid little toys and stuff, but the grandma t-shirts really changed it for me. Behind the scenes, I've been friends with Christopher Terry, our CEO, for 16 years now. I knew him before I knew him before all this stuff. We used to be on Skype calls 3 hours, 4 hours. I'd know ISIS, talk to ISIS. I'd see all his dogs come and go, all that stuff. So we were friends first. I always tell him, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what he tried to get me to do. You guys are so fortunate. You guys had mentors as well. I thought back then that you had to have hundreds of thousands of dollars to invest in the stock market. My brain was just not getting it, that you could start with a minimum amount of money. So I went my way, he went his way. We always talked, we always had a good relationship, business wise, all that stuff. We did little things here and there, but I went and discovered e-commerce. If we fast forward, man, he helped me with a bigger vision of why I'm even here. Okay. I wanted to help people, but maybe I'd only help like 200 people at a time, 500 people at a time, kind of doing like these super Saturdays, I called them. He was like, hey, what are you doing? Why don't you come to my Dallas event? And in Dallas, this was the first time I seen 10,000 people jumping up and down. Ah! Oh, I was sold. Once I saw that, I was like, oh, this is where I want to be. So we did talk behind the scenes, and he's like, tell me what you're doing. Let's see if we could bring it here. And that's kind of how ECX Academy started. You know, the just seeing the behind the scenes, seeing how people were, you know, Bob Proctor was at that event, seeing how people were working on their mindset, being together, one goal. And that's what I really wanted. That's what I was missing, was being in front of those people to be able to teach the masses. So originally, this thing was a high priced product because that's where it came from my world. I would sell this information for $10,000, $25,000 after I was done teaching for free, right? You want to go to a higher level, you pay more money. When we came here, we're like, how do we make it affordable to everybody? So we mastermind, we made the videos, and here we are today. So that's kind of the vision where we're at. We want to help as many people, the masses, go from brick and mortar to click and order. That's basically what we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and share. If you want me to add anything else to that, I will. But if not, I'm going to jump in and hopefully open their mindset a little bit.
Let's do it, Chris. It's your show. We're living in your world right now.
Perfect. Let's do it. Let me know if you guys are excited in the chat. Put number 7 in the chat if you guys are excited. I'm excited to be here because on a Sunday night, you could be anywhere in the world. It's 8 o'clock. WrestleMania's on. You could be watching WrestleMania right now. Let's see. Where did my chat go? Yes. All right, cool. I like to be interactive. I don't just like to talk, so I'm going to ask you guys some questions. Hopefully you guys feel free to just pop things in there and we are good to go. Like I said, my name is Chris Reiff, ECX founder. And what are we going to cover today? Something super cool that I hope expands your mindset. So it's how to start an e-commerce business with no money, no inventory, and how to scale it in 3 easy steps. Put a number 3 in the chat if you do 3 easy steps. While you guys do that, what is e-commerce? E-commerce is simply buying and selling online. There you go. There's the 3s. Put a number 7 in the chat if you've bought something online in the last 7 days. Number 7 in the chat. How about 3 in the chat if you did it in the last 3 days? And today is Sunday. Put a number 1 in the chat if you bought something online today. Oh, Crypto Elizabeth's crying, but hey, right? Everybody's buying online. So you're already on this side of it. You're in the e-commerce world, but we are just going to move you to this side so you can start profiting. When you go online, people are buying stuff on your store. You're making the cash flow. And even cool little tricks where you already buy from Fashion Nova and all that stuff, you're going to find out exactly where they're getting those products, so you don't have to give the money to Fashion Nova and stores like that. Now, why is it even important? This is really important if you need to write this down, whatever, get this stuck in your head, because we're going from brick and mortar to click and order. Everybody's in a rush. It doesn't matter what it is. You're in a rush to get your food. You're in a rush to get whatever you order, books, Amazon, all that stuff. You want it like right now. So we need to capitalize on that because we're not going backwards. Nobody wants to spend 7 days, 10 days, 14 days waiting for stuff. They want the stuff instant. And that's what we're going to work on here. How are we going to do that? We're going to sell to other people's passion to fund your passion. You know, back in the day, my passion were like speakers, subwoofers, rims, and all that stuff. And if I still like that now, but if I were to try to sell that online, it'd be a little bit difficult. Those rims are heavy. I'd have to have different choices. Probably couldn't drop ship them. Speakers evolved, all that stuff. Why do I say that? Because that is definitely one of my passions. But I ended up making, well, I can't say numbers, but a ridiculous amount of orders selling to grandmas. Grandmas are not my passion. I sold to people that wanted to sew and knit. I have nothing to do with that. I don't know anything about that. So I want you to be able to sell to people that are already looking to buy stuff and then go fund your passion. Maybe later on you want to start an organization. Maybe you want to retire your parents. Maybe you want to retire yourself. Whatever it is, remember this right here. I don't know if you guys want to take a picture, but we're going to sell to other people's passion to fund your passion. It doesn't matter if it's FRX, DCX, fill-up accounts, things like that. How do we do that? We do that with the drop shipping model, okay? Left-hand side is the customer. Hopefully, that's not you anymore. In the middle is gonna be your store. On the right-hand side is the supplier. This is regular drop shipping, okay? We're gonna put something on the store, a picture. We start advertising, we sell it, someone comes and buys it for $80, boom. Costs you $30. You give the information to the supplier, name, address, boom. It lands at their doorstep. You don't ever touch it. You don't have to buy inventory. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You put the $50 in your pocket. Then you see how many times you could do that over and over, right? So that's how ECX Academy currently teaches you with all the recorded videos inside there. Well, step number one, if you guys are writing this down, is we need to build a foundation. All that simply means is we need a place to sell. There's all different types of places out there that we could sell and build our stores on. And the number one thing we talk about in the academy, step by step, is how do we build a Shopify store. Now, one thing with the Shopify store, right? This is all build a store. Viral products to test, so things that you see like on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and we start to sell them. You can be able to sell your own product, make candles, maybe you make t-shirts, whatever it is. And then we run paid ads to it, okay? When you start running paid ads to it, you could eventually find a winning product, make a bunch of orders, put more money into it, scale it up, rinse and repeat, and maybe if you catch a real good winner, you could end up building a brand. One problem with that, if you don't have enough time, if you don't maybe have the money to put in paid ads, or maybe you don't even understand it and it gets you a little bit scared, we need to kind of get that e-commerce bug inside of you, right? And how are we gonna do that, okay? You're gonna start somewhere that you have little to no money. And I'm talking about like actual little money, 20 bucks, 15, 10, 5, like little money when you're like scrounging in your pockets, okay? How do we do that? We have to enter somewhere where there's low barrier, a ton of buyers, and people that want to buy your stuff. Remember, I told you we're going to sell to other people's passion to fund your passion. Well, some people are very passionate about the products that I'm going to show you a little bit later on, and that's how they do it. How are we going to hit on that? We're going to hit on marketplaces. Put an M in the chat if you guys think you know a little bit about marketplaces. Put an M in the chat. One of the two places, hopefully, that you guys might know about is Poshmark and Mercari. Now, the reason that I bring these up is because these are very easy to do to get cash flow running. What do I mean by cash flow? I need you to look inside your closet. I need you to look inside somewhere in your house. You're going to sell clothes, shoes, jewelry, anything that you think that you don't need anymore. What do I mean by that? There was times when I was going through foreclosure and all that stuff, I had to go in my garage and start looking at tools that had dust on it. I wasn't going to use it. My rims, speakers, clothes, kids toys, all that stuff, and start selling it. I sold it on Craigslist. You guys are lucky you could sell on Poshmark and Mercari. Does it take a little bit of work? Absolutely. People are going to buy it. You're going to package it up, bring it to UPS, and boom. But you're going to be able to get the bug. You get your first sales. You see that people will buy stuff from you. They also will buy used stuff from you. And you're like, what the heck? And you start putting money in your pocket. You're going to start building cash flow like that. Another place you could do it is Facebook Marketplace. But here, besides selling your stuff online like that you have in your garage or in rooms, we're going to do a physical product arbitrage. What does that simply mean? We're going to use places like this: Amazon, eBay, Home Depot, Walmart, anywhere that we could buy something that ships super fast. Okay, that's the whole point of Facebook Marketplace. So we're going to put literally a picture that we get off of eBay or Home Depot. Let's just say it's a drill. We'll take the drill, we'll put it on Facebook Marketplace. We go and copy the description. We put the description on there and we list it for a couple dollars more. You're going to see so much traffic flood in there. People are going to be viewing all that stuff and they're going to buy it from you. And you're just going to do the drop shipping model, just not from China. You're going to do it from here. You're going to copy and paste that person's information into Home Depot, Walmart, have it ship off. You're going to get the money. You put the difference in your pocket and you're good to go. Okay, Facebook Marketplaces. But now, let's say you maybe have some experience with that. Maybe you want to try it, whatever it is, it's cool. We made it even easier, okay? Put simple in the chat if you guys like simple. Type in simple in the chat if you guys like simple. Perfect. Okay. So first, we're going to focus on the fourth largest marketplace, and that is Etsy, okay? Hopefully, you guys are familiar with Etsy, Etsy.com. That's a marketplace where people become or started because they were creative. They were making, you know, special candles, wreaths, anything that would come out of their mind as a creative marketplace. And it just blew up. It was huge. People wanted to buy from other people instead of the big box stores. They wanted stuff personalized. The only thing is, we're not going to sell physical products there. We're going to take it to a whole nother level. Okay, we're going to do Etsy Marketplace the digital way. It's free to set up. We're going to sell digital products. What do I mean by digital products? Digital means like something that you download onto your computer. It doesn't ever get shipped. It's something, an ebook. It's an image. No inventory, because we're not buying anything. No paid ads. Remember, that's a little bit difficult for some people to start off. And no shipping delays, because it's an instant download. Put a number 4 in the chat if you think this is exciting. Free to set up, sell digital, no inventory, no paid ads, no shipping delays, instant downloads. Yes. Now, something cool is that you don't deal with chargebacks. I'm not sure if you guys know what chargeback is, but that's when a customer kind of gets angry. Maybe the product took too long to get there. Maybe it wasn't what it was supposed to be. And they call the credit card company and say, hey, I didn't get it, this and that, and you get a chargeback. Well, guess what? We're not going to deal with any chargebacks because it's a digital download. And there's nothing fancy about it. It just is what it is. It's very scalable. That means, but once we start finding something that works, we can start adding on top of it and on top of it. And you're going to see, I'm going to show you some stores that are very good at scaling this. Buyers are already looking. Before, we kind of have to interrupt somebody, you know, as they're at work, supposed to be working, all this stuff. They're not doing the right thing. And we interrupt them like, oh, I want this. Boom. And they go and they secretly go and buy it. Here, the difference is, maybe they're at work and they're like, they know exactly what they want to buy. They're in there searching and they're like, yep, I'll take that. I'll take this. I'll take this. And because it's digital, they know they're going to get the euphoria of getting it right now. So they usually buy more. Repeat buyers. If they find your store, they're going to favorite the store. Then when you put something new on there, they get a notification. They're like, oh my God, I like that design. Oh, I like this. Oh, I'm going to get it. And they come back and buy, which is super hard on Shopify and other marketplaces to remind them to come buy stuff. They already do it for you. We're going to build a buyer's list, okay? People that buy, we're going to be able to put them on a list and show them all the new stuff that we come up with. What happens? They already trusted you one time. They bought from you, got the design, they liked it, whatever it is, ebook, manual, invitations, and they go and buy again. And then we're going to talk about automating automating and scaling it. So we're gonna keep moving on. Step number 2, what kind of products do you sell? Well, first, before we think about that, you have the physical and digital. I'm not telling you that if you make stuff yourself, that you shouldn't sell it on there. I'm just saying we're gonna pick digital first because it takes the least amount of money, the least amount of effort, and it gets you with that bug. You hear the ka-ching and you're like, oh, this can actually work for me. Once you build up cash flow and stuff, you can start doing your physical products if you want. Digital is a lot easier to scale, much faster, okay? Niche store versus a general store. What does this even mean? A general store is everything. We're gonna test, maybe an autism design, maybe a Christmas design, a birthday design, maybe an ebook, maybe an invitation, and we're gonna see what takes off. Versus a niche store, when you only narrow down, you're like, hey, I'm only gonna work on baby shower type stuff. If the baby shower thing doesn't take off right away, we don't really know if anything else would have worked. So we're gonna pick a general store. So if you guys are writing stuff down, we're gonna start with digital items first, second, a general store, and then we can evolve from there. Put a number 3 in the chat if you're still following me. Number 3 in the chat. Yes, sweet, very powerful, mind-blowing, sheesh. Okay, awesome. All right, let's keep moving. Types of items to sell. I need your mind to be here, and now I need it to go here. Because you guys are probably like, well, what the heck am I gonna sell? Checklists, invitations. When I say invitation, I'm gonna show you a store actually sold 100,000 orders. Yeah, I think it's 100,000. I think that was the right store. Wedding invitations. They're in the wedding niche. People are creative. They want to be able to put their own stuff on there, print their own invitations, and not have to pay thousands and thousands of dollars to someone else to design it when they could do it themselves. Bingo games, stickers, gift cards, artwork, educational material. I'm gonna pause a little bit here because in the real estate world, there's big commissions when you sell a house. But if you don't sell a house every single month, every single week, maybe even every single quarter, you need to find a way to make money, bring in cash flow. And these education materials in the real estate world, when we pay $5 or $10 to have them made one time, and then we list them, we sell them for $200. So those real estate agents are going to give it to their customers, or they're going to give it to other real estate agents. And it's easily editable where they can drag and drop their picture. They can change a little bit of the contact information, and then it feeds information into their funnel to build up real estate listings and stuff. $5 to $10, selling it for 200. Open up your mindset, okay? Printable wall art, coloring sheets. There's a lot of people with anxiety out there that can't afford to go get those cool coloring books that have all the Mandela stuff in there. They're already thinking, oh my God, I got to spend more money. That's more anxiety. But they can print something out. They have the printer at home. They have the paper. They print out. They just start coloring. Planners, patterns, Google Sheets that are free. This blows my mind. Just like anything else. Why wouldn't someone go buy Amazon? Why wouldn't they do this? Because not everybody does the same thing. Google Sheets, you could literally Google Sheet templates and get a bunch of free ones. We're actually going to take the free ones, list them, people are going to find them and buy it and pay us money. Doesn't matter if it's $1, $2, $3, it's 100% profit. SVG graphics, what you see on t-shirts, cool little brands, okay? Funny little sayings. You're going to see that a lot of people want to print their own t-shirts at home. They want to print the t-shirts for the baseball team, the hockey team, the parents. They have their own little cults when you're in that sport niche, okay? I don't know if any of you guys have kids that, on the travel basketball team, travel baseball team, travel hockey team, travel dance team. They are, boom. See, Francis says facts. It's a little cult. So you want to have these cool little things. Printable holiday cards and so much more. You guys are going to see that you're going to expand your mindset as we keep going here. So put an M in the chat if I just help expand your mindset. M in the chat. Yes, Francis. M. Guys, maybe you want to take a screenshot of this thing, okay? So you have antique stock. That's the name of the store, okay? So one of the things that people ask all the time is, can I sell if I'm in this country? Can I do it? I don't care what country you're in. You can sell this. This store here is in Spain with 66,000 sales. DIY paper boutique, 96,000 sales out of Spain. In Chicago, 16,000 sales. Steel press art vintages, 22,000 sales. This is all digital, nothing physical whatsoever. So is there a marketplace for this? Yes. Is there people buying this stuff? Absolutely. Now you need to get your store up and running, put that in front of them so that you make some of these sales. Okay. DIY paper boutique, 105,000 sales. This was at the beginning of March. If we go there right now, it's probably way more. Okay. But I wanted to show you that they have these invitation collections. Okay. You can see on the left-hand side, these are all the collections they do. Wedding bundles, wedding invitations, bridal shower games, baptism. I want you to see that there's only 1,643 listings. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about that, but that's not a lot. They are crushing it with only 1,600 listings, okay? Let me go ahead. Yeah. Here are some of the testimonials. So they have 3,100 reviews. I'm sure they have more now, but look, you can see on March 9th is when I pulled this up. They love the things that they're giving them because they're looking for it. There's nothing that they had to do out of the ordinary except for just have it ready to go. Great product. Template was easy to use and navigate to get the pages exactly how I wanted them to be. So there's someone on the other side that wants to be a little bit more creative of what they're doing, but they don't know how to do all the work. They only know how to do some, or they're trying to save time. The baby shower went down great and everyone complimented the games. This is powerful. They went to a baby shower. They never seen those games before. They think that person came up with them themselves and she really bought them on Etsy. Everybody wins here. Everybody feels good. Let's go to the next one. Antique stock. I showed this at the convention and I was mind blown, okay? This is literally little images and that's it. Who is buying this leopard? Or this leaf? I don't even know what this is. This says it's a vintage botanical leaf. I don't know anything about leaves. This looks like weeds in the yard, but people like them. Animals, birds, butterflies, fishes, flowers. See how they have general stores? 67,000 sales. It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what you think. They are selling these things. Now look at great quality, perfect from an invitation. I asked before, and I don't know if any of you guys know, but if you're not in the saltwater tank game, like you don't have a saltwater tank in your house or you don't care about the ocean or things like that, you probably don't know this is a raccoon fish. Kind of expensive to buy. This is literally just an image and it was put on an invitation. I want to know what kind of invitation was this? And do you guys think, put a number 1 in the chat if you think this party was lit. Put a number 1 in the chat if you think this party was lit. If they're putting a raccoon fish on their thing, they probably do some crazy exciting things at their party. Okay, now who wants free digital designs that you can sell as early as today? You really can. You're going to be able to download these things. I'm going to give them to you for free. You don't have to pay anything. You get to use them, do whatever you want with them, and start selling them right away. I'm going to show you something cool. We are in Autism Month, April, okay? This is very passionate niche for people. You can go ahead and donate some of the proceeds if you want to some of the foundations. And I highly recommend that because when you give, you get back 10 times more. But these autism designs have already sold thousands and thousands on paid ads. I have students right now and also chairmen in this company that have listed all of them and started making sales right away. People are searching for this. It is Autism Month. I need you to remember every single month usually has a cost. Pinktober will be really huge, but I'll show you at the very end how you can get those things and download them so you can start doing them yourself. Put a number 3 in the chat if you guys want a free gift. Put a number 3 in the chat. Sweet. So I'm not going to go over all the nitty details of how to do this, but you're going to see it's very simple. There's not going to be many things that I have to explain to you. You guys are going to pick it up very quickly. So here we go. Remember, simple. I had you guys put simple in the chat. Why? Because it is. We're going to go to Etsy and get a seller account. You're going to hit get started and start filling in some information. What's the first thing we need to do? Oh, did my thing get moved? Oh, we're going to pick the country. Okay, so I don't know what country you guys are in. Hopefully everybody's in the US. If not, there's a huge country list. You're going to be able to check it out right here. A lot of people ask me, can I do this in Croatia? Can I do this in Canada? Can I do this in Portugal? Blah, blah. Yes, you can. There is tons of countries. And if you're just happen to be in a country that's not on this list, there's other ways to get into this that we talk about inside the academy, okay? So one thing that I want you to do, if you guys write this down, don't get stuck. That's what I need you to write down. Don't get stuck. A lot of people want to come up with the perfect name and they think the name's going to matter and all. It's not. Digital designs by CR. I want you to be digital designs by JB, digital designs by CX. I don't care what it is. If you come up with a cool name, go for it, but I just want you to get past this. Can you change your name after? Absolutely, okay? So don't get stuck there. Boom, we go on to the next step, and it's literally, these are screenshots of the steps. You're gonna take some of the designs that I gave you. You pick one, you drag and drop it, and you put it in here. Literally, you drag it, drop it, okay? It ends up looking like this. Here's the autism design. Boom, it goes right in there. You don't have to do anything special. If you want to go above and beyond, you can put it on a t-shirt, make it a mock-up, but if not, people are just looking for the words that are on that design. They're going to do what they want to do with it. We're going to price it. Maybe it's $1. I'm going to show you a cool store that $1. It's the #3 Etsy store. Yeah, #3 Etsy store in America. And no, #1 in America, #3 in the world, and they sell dollar image items that we can all get ourselves. I'm gonna show you that, okay? Put a #7 in the chat if you'd like to see that store. Put it, don't let me forget that, #7. So you can put it for 99 cents, for $3.99, whatever it is, okay? You know, just price it, boom. You add the downloadable files and you have your first listing, okay? Only one time are you gonna add your payment details. I don't know how, if you guys know how important this is, but I'm just going to take a step back and explain to you. When you have a Shopify store or even a brick and mortar store, whatever it is, when you want to take payments, you need to get a merchant account. Most of the time, you either have to have good credit, some money in the bank, you have to know someone to get approved. That's to take Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and Discover. Then you have to have a PayPal account. If the PayPal account doesn't have history, age, if it's not a business account, they could hold your money, especially if you start to make a lot of sales. All of that worry is taken away from here. And I hope that you guys really understand that, because we are actually going to use the history of Etsy, their good banking relationships, and we're going to use their American Express, Visa, MasterCard, and Visa to be able to bring in money, and then they pay us. We're going to be able to offer PayPal without ever worrying about our money being held because we're selling too much. They give us the money. Thank you very much. That's one of the cool benefits of starting this way, okay? Your listing is going to look something like this. I love my autism tour guide. And that's really what this shirt is about. It's a digital download. The description really doesn't change. It's almost the same on every single thing if you get into the right niche. Okay, now why does this work? They're pretty much the employee of the month for you. What do I mean by that? They work 24/7. They don't complain. Automatic fulfillment, no inventory, high margin, easy duplicatable, and no shipping delays. That means you could be sleeping and get woken up by ka-chings. Wanda says she keeps her phone on. Maybe she gets woken up in the middle of the night. That's a cool thing. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. That's what you want to hear. I think I took a screenshot before this. I'm gonna have to try to find it in the folder, but the store that I'm gonna show you did 700 sales today. That's crazy with digital products, okay? So step #3, because I promise you 3 easy steps, is scaling the store. Once you have an Etsy store, what are we gonna do here? How do we scale it? It's an easy formula. We're gonna take more listings, more ka-chings. That's it. Remember I showed you a store that had 1,600 listings. I have a friend that has 10,000 listings. You're gonna see stores that you're gonna start looking at and you'll be like, oh my God, they have 23,000 listings. It's because they just list every day, 10 every day, 20 every day, 50 every day. Then we show you how to scale using other people that are gonna be doing the work for you. It gets crazy. Can you imagine doing this? This is a serious question. Put a #2 in the chat if you could see yourself doing this. Who was that said that? Chairman Cam, this is nuts. My man Chris just showed us how to divide by 0 and win. No need to reinvent the wheel. Absolutely. Yes, 222. More important question is, can you see your husband doing this? Your wife, grandma, grandpa, sister, cousin, friend. A lot of this business, you know, usually you can't tell people what you're doing, or it's hard to explain or whatever. But when you get a ka-ching, you don't have to tell them. They ask you, is that your text message? No, it's actually my online store where I'm making the sales. The next question they ask is like, well, what are you selling? I didn't know you had an online store. It's really easy to get people to start seeing it when it's on your phone. Okay. So let me know if you guys, sister, brother, cousin, any of that, that will take this to another level. Some people get really excited about this. Okay. Who wants a shortcut? Put an S in the chat if you want a shortcut. I like shortcuts. Sweet. All right. So shortcuts are actually going to come by the way of go live. Some of you guys may already be in IM, some of you guys may not, but go live is just like a webinar, kind of like this. Although I go and do step-by-step based on your questions, right? It's not like a presentation. It's, I listen to your question, I go answer the question, and say, hey, this is how you change it, this is how you go here, click here, do this. I tell you exact directions, okay? So on Go Live, we show you how to automate and scale this thing, okay? We're gonna show you places to find designs that are already done for you. When I show you that girl's store, she makes a cool little story. It says she hand drew all these things, but she really didn't. She pays for a small little membership somewhere, and she gets these things and she brings them and she puts them onto her store. Some people might know how to design. Some people might know how to use Canva. Some people might have a friend that knows how to design. You guys can team up together, but I'm going to show you exactly where to get those designs. Then we're going to outsource for $3 an hour. I don't know if you guys want to write this down, but it's onlinejobs.ph. Francis says, yes, Go Live is incredible. Onlinejobs.ph, okay? This is where you're going to go to a platform where people already know how to do a lot of this stuff in the e-commerce world. They know how to do ads, email, text, uploading products, product research, all that stuff. And for $3 to $5 an hour, they'll work for you 8 hours a day. College educated. English is great. Like customer service is great. That's what they like to do. And once you find one, you start finding their family members, you start building a team. So you don't have to be doing this 24/7. If you enjoy it, cool. But if not, you go trade, you go spend time with your family, go do whatever you need to do, okay? That's how we're gonna show you on Go Live. Now we're gonna show you how to find trending keywords with spy tools. That in itself could be hours and hours of me teaching you. So I can't show you here, but we do have a spy tool that we look to see what's trending for the day, what keywords. We'll go and use those keywords and start putting some of those products into the store. That brings traffic to the store and starts making sales. But you need to find how to do that exactly. What are we looking for? How to optimize our listings. That simply means, how do we get people to find us? You know, if we show everybody on here and everybody is doing it, what makes us stand out? Why would it make us work? Why does it make it work for us? I'm going to show you cool little things that is going to help work for everybody. Not everybody's going to be doing the same thing. You're not going to find this cool little niche or the keyword that works for you, and the algorithm is going to start working for everybody. So everybody wins on here. How do we upsell buyers after they purchase? See, on this marketplace, people are creative. They're awesome, but they've never been in sales. They don't know anything about funnels. They don't know how to optimize. Yeah, all right, sorry. So that mic was messing me up, but they don't know how to optimize. After they get someone to purchase, we're going to do a cool little hack in their little delivery that they get instant download, and then we're going to send them to wherever we want. We're going to send them to look at all our other products. We're going to send them and build a relationship with them, okay? That's most people on the marketplace that do not do that. We do that, okay? How to run ads if you want to scale faster. At the very beginning, I told you we could run Facebook ads, we could run TikTok, all that stuff. But sometimes it takes $50, $100, $200 a day. It takes a lot of money as you start scaling. But here, if you put $5 in, you don't do anything else. You don't need to know what a campaign is, a keyword, a blah, 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 blah. All the stuff that you have no clue. Etsy does it for you. What? Someone looks on your autism shirt, clicks on it, and all of a sudden starts following them around for $5. You don't have to do anything. We're going to scale a lot faster. how to send emails to lead them to your Shopify store. The whole point of this is to get you motivated, to hear the ka-chings, get the cash flow, and move you onto your own store. What people don't realize is when you have your own Shopify store, it's like building a house from the ground up. And not because, oh, it's cool to build a house. I use that scenario because it really is virtual real estate. Whatever you net in that business, you can sell your Shopify store for 3 times that. I'm just going to use simple numbers. If you profited $10,000, you could sell it for $30,000. If you profited $300,000, you could sell it for $900,000. How do I know that? I sold my first grandma store. Not to tell you for how much, but one of those numbers is the numbers that I sold it for. Okay, so you could build a virtual real estate, and that's what we're going to learn when we get that buyers list and we bring them over there. Put a number 5 in the chat if during this call I opened your mind to something else. I expanded your mindset. Yes. Sweet. Excellent, excellent. Love it. All right, cool. So I promise before I hand it back to you, well, we'll 2 things, right? Because I promised you your download link. There's your download link, ecxacademy.im/gift. Those are going to be all autism designs, okay? You can use them any way that you want. You can upload them, you can change them, you can put on any products you want, whatever. They are selling right now for the students that have already took the time and uploaded and put them on there. So they do work. You want to do something different? Totally up to you. But you have full rights to do anything you want with those. That's my real Instagram right there. A lot of people ask for money, do this, do that. I'm never, ever, ever going to DM you and ask you for any of that stuff. Ever. Okay? So please, if I reach out to you, it's not me. Be like, yo, let me get on the phone with you. It's not going to happen. All right? I'm going to stop sharing real quick. And I'm just going to show you that one store that I promised. And then I'm going to hand it back over to Wanda. Let's see. Okay, I got one up there. And I just need to find one more. Perfect. We're good to go. All right, so I'm going to share one more time. Hopefully you guys are excited. Let's see. Bam. Okay. Where's my chat? Okay, put a number 7 in the chat, please. Number 7. The 7 is if you're excited to see this. This is under, or it might be 2 years. I think it's on my next shot right here. This girl has 475,000 sales. Whether it's 18 months or 2 years, I'm not really sure 100% of that, but that's a ridiculous amount of sales, okay? I want to show you that, look at, she has SVG bundles, 20-inch tumbler wraps, supplementation bundles. People that are looking for these things know these keywords. Just know they're just simple designs that are PNGs, which means clear background, and they can put on anything they want. Why is she winning so much? She's basically taken these bundles. Look at the Ukraine pack, 40 pack for $1. Yeah, I don't know about you guys. I like deals. That sounds like a deal. If I'm selling t-shirts, if I'm selling mugs, if I'm selling whatever, $1 for all that, I'm taking it. Look at the Easter bundle. Maybe I'm making Easter t-shirts, Easter coffee mugs, funny little things to put on stickers. $1, 80 of these? Like, remember, I'm going to show you on Go Live where she gets all these things and just bundle them together. But then she has single ones that are $1, $1. She only has 1,800 listings. 1,800. Let me show you one last thing, because remember I told you that I'm going to show you about spy tools inside of Go Live. And there's other educators already teaching about this, okay? She has 475,000 sales. When I pulled this today, she's averaging 627 sales a day in the crafts and supplies tool category. I highly suggest you screenshot that, or you remember it, or you write it down, because that's one of the categories you're going to be using. Sales rank globally, she's number 3. Sales rank In national, which is the US, #1. Handmade, they're not handmade. She's buying them somewhere else, maybe changing them a little bit and posting them up. 2.1 years old is the shop. That's it. I truly hope that I blew your mind with this, because that was the whole mission of this call. I wanted to show you something that you could start with, and hopefully you guys know you don't have to have a lot of money to do it. There's all the buyers. You just have to put something digital on there, and that's it. But nothing's ever going to change unless you change. So you got to go do at least one. If you put one up and you see, oh my God, that literally took me a couple minutes. I think I could do this. I think my sister could do it. My brother, my this, my that. You're going to make it happen. So man, thank you for having me on here. I can't wait to teach you guys and go live. The other educators are waiting. Can't wait for you guys to go into ECX Academy, and I'm going to hand it over to Wanda. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What's going is the other half on this one. So let me go and get
excellent. Randy's gonna take it over.
Let me get going. Chris, you absolutely crushed that. Thank you so much. I'm already fired up, and I already, you know, we already put our e-commerce stores to work. So thank you so much. Oh, one second, it's me. That's when we're streaming on Facebook too. Let me get this going. There we go. Okay, I'm back. So absolutely fired up. Listen, you just dropped some more knowledge on you guys. I don't know if you guys realize how much, you know, this stuff costs, right? You know, before Chris came into our company, a lot of people were looking at Amazon stores and all this other stuff. And we're talking about, you ever had somebody hit you in your inbox, say, hey, well, give me $10,000 and I'll help you set up a store. You get that? And so this doesn't cost $10,000. This doesn't cost $5,000. I know you're asking, so what do it cost to get in? Okay. It's all about the educational part. So I also want to fill you guys in. But first, I want you guys to drop some love in the chat. I know you guys are already dropping it. If you're live, if you're on Facebook, drop some love on Facebook. Listen, he has broken this thing all the way down. So I want to tell you how to get involved. Maybe you're already in and you want to add this on to your membership. You can do exactly that. But I'm going to tell you how to get this thing started here. And so ECX, it was typically $234.95 to get started. Let me tell you, before, when we first started off, it was actually $325 to get started. Then we discounted it for you guys. So that was a promo price of $234.95. Okay. But it gets better. Well, you know how I say wait, but it's more. Okay. We have a promo price that is running, I think, just a couple more days. Okay. This is not going to stay like this, but for a couple more days, it's only $184.95 to get started with this educational platform. You already heard him. He already gave you some of the free gifts and the stuff to get started with. You know, you will not be able to learn this stuff by yourself. I'll tell you, by going through the course. Okay, for me, it was a Shopify course. I learned how to just master Shopify when I first started. And now he's showing you how to master Etsy. Now he's showing you how to master digital content. People are bumping their heads trying to figure this information out, and he's already went through all of it. Okay, and I know he couldn't share his number, but just know, if he's showing you students who are doing what you see, imagine what he's already done, and he's given us the blueprint to do exactly that. So for the education is $184.95 to get started tonight. Okay, now if you're already a member of I Am Master Academy, if you want to add this onto your package, you can. It's only $109 to add this on. Listen, this is about an expansion of your business. He says from brick and mortar to click and order. I don't know about you. I like that. Okay. From brick and mortar to click and order. So you will learn how to run ads and how to really the big intricacies about digital content and how to put it out there. Okay. And so, like I said, to get started, $185. We have a 2 and free program. So if you know 2 people, guess what? We all know someone who's talking about, man, I want to start my online store. I want to sell this and I want to sell that. You can tell them, hey, wait no more. Okay. I got just the thing for you. So if you have people that would like to get involved with you, okay, this part is optional. You can just let them know. They hop onto something like this and say, you know what? I like that program. I want to get started. Imagine going to college and they tell you, hey, if you bring 2 friends to college who really want to attend, that you can get your product for free. Would you do it? Of course, because there's so many people in America, in the world, that are in debt because of school right now. So we're showing you how to get your schooling for free so that you can become a digital entrepreneur within inside of our platform. So it's $185 to get started. If you decide to refer 2 customers, you can do that, just that. And if you think you are just a big time influencer, maybe you want to help other people start their stores, you want to make this a thing. Imagine all the friends that you can help walk them through starting whatever their idea is. Maybe your goal is to become a coach, a business consultant, whatever that that thing is, you now have tools to help them go do that. And if you want to elevate even more, guess what? There's a bigger level after 2 and free. Okay. But what I'm gonna have you do is get back to the person who invited you on here. And if you want to become a master influencer for our company and you want to align with our mission is to impact, educate, and empower 1 million families across the globe, not only in the United States, okay? We're talking about globally. We're opened up in multiple countries. So if you see yourself being an ambassador for this company, then I want you to get back to the person who invited you on this call as well and let them know, hey, not only do I want to start my own store, I want to be an ambassador for the company as well too. And they'll show you exactly how to do that. So I appreciate you all. That is our call here. I'm going to go ahead and stop our Facebook Live. I'll see you later, Facebook Live. You want to join us on Chairman 1000. I'm going to play us out with our song that we always